The Norse people, also known as the North Germanic people, were a group of Germanic tribes and seafaring cultures that lived in what is now the region of Scandinavia, which includes present-day Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Iceland. The historical heartland of the Norse culture during the Viking Age and the earlier periods. The Norse people also established settlements and trading networks in various parts of Europe, including parts of the British Isles, the Baltic region, and even as far as the Mediterranean. Notably, Iceland was settled by Norse people, and the Icelandic sagas provide a rich source of information about their history and culture. Additionally, they established colonies in places like Greenland. They are most well known for their historical period known as the Viking Age, which roughly spanned from the late 8th century to the early 11th century. Key characteristics of the Norse people and their culture include Vikings. Norse warriors, known as Vikings, conducted raids, exploration, and trade throughout Europe, and even as far as North America, during the Viking Age. They are often associated with their distinctive longships. Norse mythology. The Norse people had their own mythology with gods and legends, including deities like Odin, Thor, and Loki. This mythology has had a significant influence on modern culture. Runes. The Norse people used a runic alphabet called the Elder Futhark for writing and inscriptions. Sagas. Norse sagas are literary works that recount historical and legendary events of the Norse people and their heroes. They are important sources of information about their culture and history. Seafaring and exploration. The Norse were skilled sailors and explored and settled in various regions, including Iceland, Greenland, and parts of the British Isles. Trade and commerce. Along with raiding, the Norse were active traders, establishing trade networks throughout Europe and beyond. The influence of the Norse people is still evident in the modern cultures of Scandinavia, and their history and mythology continue to be of great interest to scholars and enthusiasts worldwide. Now we are looking at the history of Norse people. Before that, show some love and please share and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. The history of the Norse people is a rich and complex one, and it can be divided into several key periods. Early Norse history. The Norse people, also known as North Germanic tribes, lived in the region of Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, from ancient times. They developed their distinctive culture, languages, and social structures. Viking Age, late 8th to early 11th century. The Viking Age is one of the most well-known periods in Norse history. During this time, Norse warriors, known as Vikings, engaged in raids, exploration, and trade throughout Europe and beyond. They used their iconic longships and established settlements in places like Iceland, Greenland, and parts of the British Isles. Norse mythology. The Norse people had their own mythology, which included gods like Odin, Thor, and Loki. Their mythology was a significant part of their culture and influenced art, storytelling, and religious practices. Christianization. In the late Viking Age and afterward, many Norse people converted to Christianity. This marked a significant cultural and religious shift. Kingdoms and unification. Over time, the various Norse lands became organized into kingdoms. The process of unification was gradual, and notable kingdoms emerged, such as the Kingdom of Norway and the Kingdom of Denmark. Colonization. Norse explorers established settlements in various regions, including Greenland, which was settled by Eric the Red, and Vinland, believed to be part of North America, which was explored by Leif Erikson. Decline. By the 11th century, the Viking Age came to an end, partly due to the Christianization of Norse lands and changes in European political dynamics. The Norse people transitioned into more settled and agrarian societies. Legacy. The cultural legacy of the Norse people continues to influence the modern cultures of Scandinavia. Their language, Old Norse, is an ancestor of the modern Scandinavian languages. Norse mythology has left a lasting impact on literature and popular culture. Sagas. The sagas, both legendary and historical, are a valuable source for understanding Norse history and culture. They provide detailed accounts of events and people from this era. Now we are looking at the beliefs of Norse people. Let's continue after subscribing to the channel and press the bell icon. Norse mythology is a complex and rich collection of beliefs and stories that were part of the religious and cultural traditions of the Norse people in ancient Scandinavia. Here are some key elements and figures in Norse mythology. The creation myth. Norse mythology begins with the creation of the world from the collision of fire and ice. This led to the emergence of the first being, Ymir, the ancestor of the giants. Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is the cosmic tree that connects the 9 worlds of Norse mythology. It is a central element, and its branches reach into various realms, including Asgard, home of the gods, Midgard, the world of humans, and Hel, the realm of the dead. The gods. Odin. The All-Father and chief of the gods. He is associated with wisdom, poetry, and war. Thor. The god of thunder and the protector of both gods and humans. He wields the powerful hammer, Mjolnir. Freyr. The goddess of love and beauty. She is also associated with fertility and the afterlife. Loki. The trickster god, often causing trouble for the other gods. He is both a companion and a source of problems for them. Frigg. Odin's wife, who possesses knowledge of the future. The giants or Jotunheim, are often in opposition to the gods. The most well-known giant is Thrym, who stole Thor's hammer. The 9 realms. Norse mythology is organized around 9 realms, including Asgard, the home of the gods, Midgard, the world of humans, Helheim, the land of the dead, and Jotunheim, home to the giants. Ragnarok. The Norse version of an apocalypse, Ragnarok is a series of events that lead to the end of the world. It includes battles and the death of many gods and figures. The world is then reborn anew. Valhalla. A great hall in Asgard where brave warriors go after death. It's a place of honor and feasting. Runes. Runes are an ancient Norse alphabet used for writing, divination, and magical purposes. Sagas. Norse mythology is preserved in the form of sagas and poems, such as the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda, written by Snorri Sturluson. Norse mythology has had a lasting impact on literature, art, and popular culture. It offers a unique and complex view of the world and human existence, with its gods and heroes facing both triumphs and inevitable doom in a cycle of creation and destruction. Now we are at the main part of our video. To take a knowledge more about it and anything about our Earth, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon, it will immensely help. In Norse mythology, the creation of humans is not as extensively detailed as the creation of the world itself, but there are some references and variations in different sources. One of the most well-known accounts of human creation is found in the Prose Edda, written by Snorri Sturluson. Here's overview of the creation of humans in Norse mythology. Prose Edda. Snorri Sturluson's Prose Edda mentions that the first human beings, Ask, a man, and Embla, a woman, were created by the gods Odin, Vili, and Ve. These gods encountered 2 tree trunks on the seashore and, from them, shaped the first man and woman. Odin gave them breath and life, Vili gave them intelligence and the ability to move, and Ve gave them senses and physical appearance. The Poetic Edda. The Poetic Edda contains poems and verses that mention the creation of humans in various ways, but the specifics can vary from one poem to another. Some of these poems refer to the gods shaping humans, while others allude to a more mysterious or poetic account. Variations and interpretations. Norse mythology, like many mythological traditions, has multiple versions and interpretations. The creation of humans is not a central focus of Norse mythology, so the details are somewhat open to interpretation. The relationship between humans and gods. In Norse mythology, humans are not the direct offspring of the gods, as in some other mythologies. Humans and gods coexist in the same world, and there is interaction between the two. Humans are not divine but are connected to the gods through their creation. It's important to note that Norse mythology encompasses various poems, sagas, and sources, and there may be variations in the accounts of human creation. The creation of humans in Norse mythology is less elaborate and central to the mythology compared to other aspects, such as the creation of the world or the stories of the gods and giants. I hope you will enjoy this journey of knowledge. To tie up seatbelts with me by subscribing my channel and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.